As we enjoy great food, family, warmth, and well wishes in whatever our festive tradition may be, we share the beauty of the season by reaching out to the less fortunate. Please help us to help others with the KBLA Cover the Houseless Cozy Community Coat and Blanket Drive. All you have to do is drop off new or clean, gently used winter coats and blankets in the KBLA lobby during business hours, now through December 20th. All of the coats and blankets will be donated to unsheltered individuals and families experiencing houselessness. Simply bring your donation to 4434 Crenshaw Boulevard in Los Angeles, near Vernon Avenue, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. weekdays. That's 4434 Crenshaw in historic Leimert Park. During the holidays and every day, let's remember, we keep us safe. We keep us warm. We are the safety net, and together we can cover the unsheltered. Get caught up in the spirit of the season, the spirit of love. Make a difference with your friends at KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey Zoe, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
Jung talks about the development of the unconscious with children and their mothers, that later people think that the mother is substituted for a Holy Mother Church, let's say. You know, that you find substitutions for the loss of your biological mother in other places. And Jung says that's not true. The Holy Mother Church and your mother are intertwined in another reality. They're the same thing. She is your mother, and so is Holy Mother Church.
Yep. They're not the same thing, and they're not distinct, but they're pointing to something else.
Exactly. Your first, that primal relationship with your mother helps you to see that. And that, you talk about clinging to your wife. He says it shouldn't be surprising to us that men marry women who are like their mothers, and women like their fathers, because of these primordial relationships. That there's a reality of which your mother teaches you
how to be.
Exactly. Yeah. In that first relationship.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason, back in the building. KBLA Talk 1580 in the heart of Leimert Park. You already know what it is, Little Africa Town, as Dominique DePrima refers to it. Listen, y'all know, last couple of topics, we've been just going at the brothers a little bit. And I have to commend the brothers. The brothers have called in. The brothers have been accountable. Brothers have showed up. Brothers said, nah, man, I mistreat my inner woman. That's why I don't know how to treat the woman in my life. Brothers called in and said, can we quantify the masculine and feminine energy? I'm a man, so I'm going to be 75% man. Another brother called in and said, I can't be in my feminine. I felt off. I got it. But we were able to talk to that brother and talk about balance and all kind of stuff, right? But let me just say this. I have to preface this because women will get upset with me. This topic was created by a sister for sisters. Maybe she was feeling sorry and wanted to enlighten us a bit on the inner workings of some women. I don't know. Heavy topic tonight. Performative femininity. Are you cosplaying femininity to secure masculine acceptance, provision, and security? The trad wife illusion. Are you cosplaying femininity to bypass your inner work? Goodness gracious. Performative femininity. The false art of earning masculine security. Oh my God. You mean they can fake being sweet and caring and kind? Listen, apparently this is a thing. Fake it until you break it. Why pretending to be feminine leads to unfulfilled relations. Are you telling me some women don't really like us? And will basically tap dance in order to get all of the benefits that they have figured out that we have? Like, this is interesting. Beyond the catty cliche, how FIGO, fear and ego, drives performative gender roles. Oh, this is going to be crazy. It gets even worse. This is the topic that's posted on my YouTube page. Are you selling femininity to the highest bidder? Emotional capital in modern day dating. Oh my goodness. Daddy issues and feminine masks. How parental wounds shape adult cosplay. Ooh. Is your inner child dressing you? The role of trauma in gendered performances. Oh my goodness. See, we got to do a topic that's centered on the sisters. It's centered on women, because a lot of times they will, if you say something negative, or you present an argument, it gets turned into, oh, he's attacking women. He don't like women. I love sisters. But we got to have a real conversation. Many people don't think that this toxicity in the society in which we live is evenly spread out. We're all getting some of this toxicity. Now, we may express it differently, but this story came to me, and I was blown away after I went down the rabbit hole to discover. 1-800-920-1580. I want people to participate. Cosplaying gender roles, how childhood wounds drive inauthenticity in love. Attachment styles and the great pretenders. Are you cosplaying to fit into your relationship, ladies? Cosplaying femininity. The silent killer of masculine integrity. Oh my God, these topics. I mean, it's all the same topic. But there's just so many different ways to say it. I wanted to play with it for a while. Why faux femininity? Oh, gosh. I'm not even going to read that one. Let's just get this breakdown. Feminine is considered to be a characteristic of a woman. Stereotypically, feminine traits, characteristics, feminine charm, beauty, marked by having qualities, features, etc., traditionally associated with women, of relating to or being a woman or girl. The feminine equals female, member of the family, also of relating to or intended for women or girls. The concept of femininity is often reduced to external characteristics and socially constructed stereotypes, leaving its deeper, more holistic dimensions unexplored. Mainstream definitions frequently attempt to quantify masculine and feminine traits within individuals, relying on anecdotal evidence and generalized assumptions rather than grounded spiritual or psychological understandings. This oversimplification results in an overemphasis on performative expressions of femininity, an external display that lacks alignment with authentic inner feminine energy. True femininity is not merely an outward performance, but a reflection of one's integrated self, rooted in authenticity and self-awareness. When authenticity is absent, what emerges is a form of pretense, a cosplay of femininity, driven by external validation rather than intrinsic self-worth. This is going to be deep tonight. This dynamic often reflects a deeper avoidance of inner work, and individuals seek to mask unresolved spiritual, emotional, psychological, and moral wounds through performative behavior. Consider the term catty, often used to describe conflict among women. While such behavior may appear superficial, it is frequently fueled by FIGO. FIGO is my little acronym for fear and ego, compounded by an underlying aspiration for male validation. This same dynamic can manifest in behaving feminine as a strategy to elicit attention, approval, and or security from men, further distancing individuals from their true essence. This is going to be deep. Are y'all ready for this? Are the women ready to have a real conversation about this? I'm interested. We asked the men to talk about their issues. We did. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. Men called in from all over the country. Ladies, do you fake empathy just to get ahead with a particular man? Uh-oh. Do you fake nurturing? Do you fake the traditional definition of what it means to be a woman in order to get locked in with a man? Oh my goodness. Are you faking your femininity for certain dudes? And is your femininity realer? Is that a term? Is it more real for other men than it is for some? I need to know, ladies, is faux femininity, which can be seen, oh, this is going to be bad. Is faux femininity akin to the narcissistic behavior that many clinicians call cognitive empathy? Cognitive empathy for narcissists is really simple. They can fake being empathetic. Is faux femininity an example of cognitive empathy? Oh, Lord, somebody save me. Is this what's happening when she ghosts you and she act like she never knew you? Is this what happens when somebody better comes along in her definition of better and she discards you? I thought the discard was only for narcissists. Faux femininity. Is it real? Brothers, have you experienced it? What are some ways that we cling to performative femininity as a form of inner work avoidance? What kind of energies are attracted to faux femininity? You mean to tell me it's a sales pitch to lure men in? Lord have mercy. 1-800-920-1580. Are you a victim of faux femininity? Call the offices of I want to know what's going on. 1-800-920-1580. Clearly, Andy has something to say. Andy, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Man, shout out to the queens. Shout out to the ladies.
Yes.
I really want to hear from them tonight. I hope they're not scared.
I don't think the ladies are scared. I think sometimes the ladies be a little bit stronger than the dudes.
You think so?
Yep. You know why?
Speak on it.
Because the ladies live in emotion land. We try to get the brothers to call and get the brothers to feel, and brothers be like, and when they do call, brothers be like maneuvering a little bit. Yeah, see, because what had happened was she had and she did, and then I got to come back and say, brother, I asked you about you. So, but when the sisters call, and well, when they call.
Exactly.
There we go. I want to know, ladies, y'all gonna keep it a buck tonight? I'm really interested to know. Right? I'm really, really interested to know. How does the performance of femininity for external validation differ energetically and spiritually from embodying authentic feminine traits? To what extent do unresolved childhood traumas, particularly parental wounds, lead to role-playing specific gendered energies in adult relationships? Can cosplaying femininity inadvertently suppress authentic masculine energy within a partner, creating imbalances in the relational dynamic? How have societal expectations and cultural narratives contributed to the commodification of femininity as a tool for securing masculine provision and protection? Lord have mercy. How do anxious and avoidant attachment styles manifest differently in individuals who cosplay their respective energies? I don't know who want to talk tonight. But you know you was playing when you weren't serious about that dude. You was playing femininity, girl. Tell us the truth tonight. You're on trial.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. Are you an entrepreneur looking to take your business to new heights? KBLA Talk 1580 is your partner in success. Every day, we celebrate and elevate Black-owned businesses across our community. Our KBLA SMB Marketplace currently features The Cookie Dip, Badass Bakes, Hair Concoction, Higher Education Accreditation Consulting, LACC Radiology Technology Department, and Malik Books. Your business deserves to be heard. Let KBLA Talk 1580 amplify your voice and connect you with our powerful community of listeners. Email smb@kbla1580.com today. That's smb@kbla1580.com. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you that we keep us safe. The Live Your Life organization mentors young women, helping them break negative mindsets and see beyond their surroundings. Through career exposure and hands-on training, they're encouraged to think big, stay focused, and make positive choices. Founded by Nikisha Mama Boo Smith, who transformed her life to become a community leader. Live Your Life is changing lives, but they need your help. They're raising funds to keep their new building open and expand their programs. Your donations will support food, clothes, hygiene products, and holiday giveaways. Visit liveyourlife32.com. That's LIVEYOLIFE32.com to help today. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You've got a Pepto predicament, moviegoer.
Hey, I can hear your stomach grumbling.
Sorry, I ate that entire tub of popcorn with extra butter.
You overdid it, and now your movie has turned into a blockbuster bellyache. Undo it with Pepto.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Pepto chewables provide fast 5-symptom relief, so you can focus on the action on the big screen instead of in your stomach. When you overdo it, undo it with Pepto. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
An official message from Medicare. Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
You know you want some more. More. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
When you recognize the forces influencing you, you move closer to fulfilling the age-old maxim, know thyself. If you can learn about your own patterns of being, you can save yourself from some suffering. The Greek gods and goddesses of Mount Olympus have different personalities, and as a whole, they include the full spectrum of human attributes. The 12 Olympians included 6 gods and 6 goddesses. Bolin explores 6 of these goddesses: Artemis, Athena, Hestia, Hera, Demeter, Aphrodite, and Persephone, Demeter's daughter. These feminine archetypes are divided into 3 categories: the virgin goddesses, Artemis, Athena, Hestia; the vulnerable goddesses, Hera, Demeter, Persephone; and the transformative goddess, Aphrodite. All 3 types of goddesses must be expressed in a woman's life for her to work meaningfully, love deeply, and be creative and procreative. Every woman holds the potential of each goddess within her, but in each individual, certain patterns are constellated while others remain dormant. It is important to note that archetypes do not look out for the best interests of us mortals. They usually exist outside the concerns of human values and are amoral forces similar to instincts. Just as they can teach us about ourselves, we can also teach them about human morality, rather than completely submitting to them. Identification with an archetype can make us lose our humanity, lead to ego inflation and grandiose delusions. You are not an archetype. It is a force beyond your conscious control. This is very different from the integration of an archetype.
Woo, Lord, we got callers. I want to know, which of the Greek and Roman goddesses are you? Are you Persephone or Demeter? Who are you? Athena? Hera? Who are you? How does the archetype of the shadow feminine manifest in cosplaying behaviors? And what are the implications for relational integrity? I'm really interested to hear from the ladies tonight. I'm gonna get y'all in here. I know y'all ready. All right, let's just start. It's people in here right now. We gonna talk to them. Attila, Houston, Texas. What are your thoughts about this feminine performative cosplay? Is this really happening?
You mean my thoughts on the Nignoggery?
The Nignoggery. Talk to me.
Listen. All right, so I'm gonna break it down.
Please, I'm listening. I'm taking notes.
Let me break it down. So I want to clarify that this was Ank's idea, number one. Number two, because first of all, we're not going to act like you didn't be like, oh, this is a topic. You're going to write this topic. I say, fine. So as a woman, let me just say this. We all know a woman who upplays her femininity for the, as you can say, validation of men. This has been a thing since we were in elementary school, right? Now, I think what's interesting and what I kind of wanted to denote a little bit more is not only why this happens, but what are the benefits and the kickbacks of this dynamic?
Well, tell us. We're all ears, men from all over Los Angeles County. We are listening
Everyone
right now.
should be listening. Everyone should be listening.
Well, we
Women
got 12
especially should
million
be
listeners
listening
right
because-
now. Let's get it. Come on. I'm listening.
But no, I think this topic is even more important for women because it's a scam. The She-Rods of the world, the women that are getting a bag off of your desperation for wanting whatever dude you're trying to get or whatever classes you're trying to take, do not buy into it. It's no different than the red pill.
Wait, stop. You can't say something that profound and keep going as if it wasn't heavy. You said this is a scam that women...
It's a scam.
Wait, stop. When we come forward, we going back to Houston, Texas. Attila just dropped a nuclear bomb on us. Let me recover.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with 4 Things You Should Know from BIN News. Rapper NBA YoungBoy pled guilty to his role in a drug ring posing as a doctor to obtain codeine. The plea avoids jail time as he's expected to serve a federal sentence for gun charges. Former Columbus, Ohio police officer Adam Coy, recently convicted of murdering Andre Hill, an unarmed black man in 2020, is requesting a new trial. Coy's defense attorneys filed the motion ahead of his sentencing set for next Monday. A man is agreeing to a $50,000 settlement of a lawsuit that accuses a Wilmar, Minnesota police officer of arresting him based on race. Derek Gilbert sued Officer Christopher Flatten and the city on allegations he was illegally arrested in 2022. The American Liberties Union calls the arrest a walking while black case. And 39 of the 43 escaped monkeys from a South Carolina research facility have been recaptured. Alpha Genesis reports the animals returned to humane traps and are in good health. Get BIN News on demand 24/7 at BINnews.com.
Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, N.A., copyright 2024.
Yeah, yo, come on. Pick up the drum.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we fight the power every day.
Yeah, gotta give us what we want. Gotta give us what we need. Hey.
I listen to KBLA and I love the commercials. I know what the commercials mean. I also, if I'm looking and trying to figure something out, I need something to talk to me that might hit me. And it happens on TV because, you know, every time they show a sporting event, they got the pharmaceutical companies back to back telling people how to fix the sickness on the same stuff that they sell them. So we get it.
Yep, we get it too, Chuck D. And that's why at KBLA Talk 1580, we don't black down.
Drop it. Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. Fight the power.
Around here, we don't believe in victimhood. We believe in raising our voices, amplifying black voices in the climate conversation. We're KBLA Talk 1580.
To the 100 million people who owe the IRS money, this message is for you. We've helped tens of thousands of people close the door on their tax debt. So if you feel like you're stuck in a hole with IRS tax debt, then this is the easiest way to get a resolution quickly. To qualify for a no-pay or low-pay resolution, visit taxclosure.org to get free from the IRS once and for all.
To keep your bank accounts, income, and assets secure, tax closure is your same-day cure.
After you use Bounce Dryer sheets and realize how fresh, soft, less wrinkled, and less staticky your laundry can be, you'll put a sheet on your every time. Like those socks that smell like they've been through a marathon. Put a sheet on your or that blanket that's got wrinkles on its wrinkles. Put a sheet on your maybe even your chatty coworker who keeps distracting you. Okay, Bounce Dryer sheets can't do it all. But for fresher, softer, better laundry, put a sheet on it with Bounce.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 is committed to self-care and community well-being. Walk Good LA was formed in June 2020, inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement and the beginning stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. What began as a few minutes of breath work and yoga meditation before protests against police brutality turned into a safe space for the community to heal in hard times. The immensely positive response from the community transformed the momentum into a movement. Today, Walk Good LA is a black and brown-led community wellness organization based in Los Angeles. They provide spaces for healing through community yoga classes, guided meditations, hikes, run clubs, and other activations throughout Los Angeles that attract hundreds of members weekly. With the help of Propel and Michael B. Jordan, they now have a yoga and wellness studio in Los Angeles called the Walk Good Yard. To join their mailing list and connect with healing spaces, please visit walkgoodla.org. That's walkgoodla.org. Or find them on Instagram at walkgoodla. This is a community call to action, a community call to healing from KBLA Talk 1580.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
I love you.
Now, how would you detect your own inauthenticity or your own incongruence? Well, Rogers had this idea that he called subception, which was maybe something that you might regard as a sixth sense. It's sort of like propriocentric perception. And that's the perception that you have of your body as it's reacting and localized in time and space. And so it's sort of like touch, the feeling, but it's your sense of how you're reacting internally and where you are. And a lot of that is subserved by the autonomic nervous system, which is reporting to you about various states of being in your body. Rogers believed that you could use the information that's being provided to you from your body, sort of bottom up, to determine when you were being inauthentic or non-congruent. And I've thought about this for a long time and tried to sort it out in a practical manner, and what I've concluded is this. You can try this for a couple of weeks. It's an extremely interesting exercise. So you sort of have to detach yourself from your thoughts and what you say. So you got to assume, you start by assuming that what you say and what you think is not necessarily you. And of course that's just the case, because a lot of what you think, in fact most of what you think and most of what you say, are the opinions of other people. They're things you've read or things people have told you. And, you know, that's a benefit in some ways, because you get all those thoughts that other people have spent a long time formulating, but it's a disadvantage in that it's not exactly you. Okay, so you detach yourself from that. You're no longer your thoughts or the things that you say, or maybe you're no longer all of them. And now what you're going to try to find out is which of your thoughts and things that you say are you. And maybe so.
Do you really want to be with this man, lady? That's what tonight's topic is about. Or are you faking being into him? We know men get blamed for this a lot. A lot. Why is it that we would assume that every dude a girl is with or gives time to, she actually likes him? Maybe he has something she needs. And is she operating in faux femininity? Is she using her experience as a woman, as a tool to pry something out of his hand and or spirit? Maybe she wants his presence. I don't know what it is. But we always cast women in that old, girls are made of sugar and spice. Men, what are men made of? Boys made of puppy dogs and snails and puppy dog tail. Women always made of the good stuff. But that doesn't mean all women are good. And so this topic where it's trending on TikTok, the trad wife, which is short for traditional wife. And a lot of women are like, no, we opting out of that. We're opting out of that. We don't want to be the trad wife, a traditional wife. Well, most men are still programmed to think, hey, if I'm taking care of everything, you got to be the traditional wife. Right? Do you see how society programs us to act in an inauthentic way? That's what, of course, our professor was just talking about. Right? Performative femininity. Are you cosplaying femininity to secure masculine acceptance? Did your father not accept you? Let's deal with your attachment styles. Provision. Did you lack when you were a child, and so provision is important? The provision could be money, could be resources, could be presence, and or security. Are you performing femininity, the nice parts of it? The sweetness, the caring, the empathy, the compassion, the understanding, the listening. Are you doing that as payment for security? Attila from Houston, Texas is on the line. We had Queen from Brooklyn. Queen, get back in here. Blaze from Brooklyn, get back in here. Attila, please clear this up for us. I'm listening.
Can I clear the air?
Yes,
please?
You have the floor.
Jesus. All right. I want to clarify some things. Femininity is far more than the external. when you think about femininity, if all you're thinking about is the external, how you sound, how you look, or even how you make people feel, all you're doing is basically performing through the gaze of other people. That is my point in this topic. You have to learn how to differentiate yourself from what other people say is acceptable. Because at the end of the day, everyone is not going to agree with you. Just like people don't agree with me right now, but I really don't care. Wow. So let me continue. I saw a comment in the comments, and it says, sometimes us women have to activate our Jezebel spirit to get what we want. Huh?
Wow. Activate the Jezebel spirit.
Sure. I mean, my thing is this. You have a choice to do what you want to do, right? But you have to take what comes with that. So if you're going to be the Jezebel, you get an Ahab. And personally, I think that's the biggest scam of this whole entire sprinkle, hypergamy movement. You're setting yourself up for a weak man. And it's not because, and what's interesting is you would think it would be the reverse. You would think that if you submit and you play the role that you'd get the man that is, the stronger, more capable man. And that's not necessarily true. If you're cosplaying, then so is he. He's a fake Hercules and you're a fake princess. Like, I don't really know what to say about that. I mean, you're going to live in a pretend world, I guess, and we'll see how your relationship turns out. And I'm not saying that condescendingly. I'm saying that because there are people out here that are losing their lives. Children are getting harmed. It's serious. Like, based on moving too fast with people that they feel are going to give them something instead of taking that time to internally reflect on who they are and what they need to do to be a better person.
So let me ask you
this. At the end of the day, this isn't even about the man. This is about you.
So this is deep. Trauma Cuba is a young lady, apparently a young lady in our in our chat right now.
I'm gonna find it.
And she says she's proud. Proud, trad, young woman, full of feminine energy, when felt safe, but most don't believe in independence while being domestic, and truthfully, it is very possible. So what she's saying is, she's authentically a traditional woman, and she's okay with it, and she's good. And I don't think she's saying anything that's different from what you're saying. You're basically saying, if you're not really that, but you playing like you're that.
Don't pretend to be that.
Yes, go ahead. Go deeper. Finish.
And don't try and get a bag off of it either, right? People make whole YouTubes, TikToks, and everything else, right? What you do in your private time with your husband is your business. Congratulations. What I'm speaking to are people who are putting these things out here as if it's some sort of fad to try on. That's dangerous.
So this is
this
is not something you should play with. If you're not really, this is like being an Amish. Like, if you're going to join the Amish, you got to live the life they live. This is not something you play with. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, I was going to say, I don't think you should play with the lives of other people either. Because the thing is, even if you know you're fake and everybody else around you knows you're fake, the people watching you don't. And so... there's a woman right now crying on video talking about a man that she married and ended up touching her child. Something crazy like that. I mean, it was just one of those things where I was like, sis, you being a traditional woman was not the issue. It wasn't the fact that you submitted. None of that was the problem. It was the fact that you were willing to gung-ho, just jump in with this man that you barely knew and play this role that really is not you for the sake of what? And I want to also talk about the intangibles. Everything is not a physical benefit. It's not always about the bags and the trips and the provision. Sometimes it's also about the validation, right? The fake respect. And I say fake respect because he probably don't really respect you. He knows you're fake. It's I said what I said.
Go ahead.
I said what I said. It's also the camaraderie that you get with other women that agree with the things that you do. The other side of this, though, too, is that you can garner a community of people who also think like you, but you're not going to really get that closeness and that spiritual development that you need because that's not really what you're looking for. You are looking for something that looks good and not something that is good. Wow. And so I'm not necessarily saying this to shame people. I'm just saying I think we should think a little bit deeper before we walk around spouting each other's rhetoric like sprinkle, sprinkle, and, things like that. Like, we don't understand what these people's lives are, what they live. We have no idea. And we're just walking around modeling it and trying to make our relationships fit it, and it doesn't make sense for you. Like, what makes sense for you? That's something that you have to figure out. So, yeah, I don't really know what to say.
Nah, you cook.
One last thing.
Go ahead.
Perverted feminine energy perverts your lineage.
Wait, nuh-uh.
Think about...
Wait, what is perverted feminine energy? Talk to us. Hey, we ain't never got this kind of game from a woman. We better take notes.
Not perverted like sexual. I'm not saying perverted like sexual. I'm saying perverted as in like twisted, misused, this Jezebel thing, this whole like you trying to have fun playing with the dark side. That's going to pervert your lineage. You better be careful. Wow. Right? We always talk about the family, or what is it, sons reaping from their fathers. Understand that the things that you're doing will also pass down to your children because they are watching you. So that I think that's the other side of it as well. I'm a teacher. I work with kids. I work with adults. I work with all kinds of people. And I have seen children take on this mindset at very early ages, and they don't even know what they're talking about. They just saw it on TikTok.
Wow.
So for me, it's near and dear to my heart for different reasons. It's not just about grown women and what they choose to do on their TikToks, but it's about the next generation too.
Oh, I love it. Atala, guess what you just did?
I brought Houston in the building.
Houston, Texas is in the building if you want to bring your city into this discussion. Ladies from all over the country, I need to hear from you. Is this a real thing? Was Atala correct? Is there such a thing as faux femininity, performative femininity to get what you want? Desiree in the chat said it was the Jezebel spirit, and sometimes you got to do it to get what you want. Listen, when we come forward, the phone lines are cracking.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Add confidence to every holiday adventure and get it done with a rugged and capable Chevy truck or SUV. Find your red tag. Get 0% APR financing for 36 months on select popular Chevy models when you finance with GM Financial. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Offer available on all 2025 Equinox and 2024 Silverado, Equinox EV, Blazer EV, and Silverado EV models. Monthly payment is $2,860 for every $1,000 you finance. Example down payment 22.2%. Must finance with GM Financial. Some customers may not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 12/2/24.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do...
Let's play something, Grandma.
...became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Eggs are a staple in our diets, and there's only one egg with more delicious farm-fresh taste plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best. With more vitamins, including 6 times more vitamin D and 10 times more vitamin E, plus 25% less saturated fat than ordinary eggs. Available in so many delicious varieties. Classic, cage-free, and organic. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about. KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Los Angeles Regional Food Bank is on a mission to fight hunger and provide nutritious food to those in need across our community. They partner with federal, state, and local programs advocating for better policies and funding for critical hunger relief programs like Cal Fresh, the Emergency Food Assistance Program, and the Child and Adult Care Food Program. The food bank works with coalitions and local representatives to make sure hunger is addressed in every district of LA County. They also run nutrition education campaigns, raise hunger awareness, and source nutritious food for distribution, all while supporting regulations that allow food pantries to operate safely. Want to help? Visit lafoodbank.org or call 323-234-3030 to volunteer or find a food bank near you. Together, we can ensure that no one goes hungry in Los Angeles County. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hello, beautiful exoticals. Welcome back to my channel, The Exotical Empath. As you can tell from the title today, I'm diving into a critical topic, the signs of a jealous and or envious woman. As part of this ongoing empathic series, I want to shed light on how attractive women who are empathic and kind-hearted, those who are inherently gifted, radiant, and often on a divine path, can sometimes become targets of envy and jealousy from others. It's a challenging dynamic, but understanding it can be incredibly freeing. While it's essential to acknowledge that men can also experience jealousy towards women, something that I plan to address in a future video, today my focus will be on recognizing the signs that a woman may be feeling jealous or envious of you. Now that we've set the stage for that, let's take a moment to delve into the key distinctions between jealousy and envy. Those are two emotions that are often intertwined but carry different nuances. Jealousy typically arises from the fear of losing something a person already possesses. For instance, a person might feel jealous if they sense that a close friend is growing closer to someone else, or if they fear that their partner may be paying more attention to another person. It's driven by insecurity and a deep desire to protect what that person already has. Think of jealousy as a reaction to potential loss wrapped in a cloak of possessiveness. On the other hand, envy emerges from a person comparing themselves to others and desiring what they have. It's that pang that a person experiences when they see someone else thriving, whether it's their success, their beauty, their relationship, or their talents. And envy often reflects a longing for what that person believes they lack in their own lives. Importantly, envy also carries a dark edge. It can include wishing that the other person didn't have what they have. In most extreme cases, driven by intense feelings or certain personality disorders, it can lead to actions aimed at undermining or even destroying what another.
Heavy stuff, man. Tonight's topic is on fire and the phone lines are bananas. Let's get Nzinga from Pensacola, Florida in here. Nzinga, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Hello. Good evening, everybody. This is just, I guess, an observation that I had. To me, when I look at the pseudo-feminine or pseudo-femininity, it's kind of like a controlling energy or behavior to me. It's almost like love bombing. I don't think real femininity is like exaggerated or overt.
Right.
And normally, like a faux feminine, they're kind of extra sometimes. I feel like it's a spirit like hell bent on running everything. Like sometimes I'll see people, like really good guys, and they'll get with somebody who you at first she's like, oh my gosh, she's wonderful, she's she's feminine, and then like next thing you know they catching it. Hell. So like it's almost like a Jezebel spirit. But I also want to say there's like an emasculating spirit that accompanies the faux feminine. They like, it's almost like they want to break the person that they're with. You know.
So like domination.
Almost, but nobody gets pleasure out of it. but the subordinate is not getting pleasure out of it. Maybe I don't know.
No, but
like,
I mean like spiritually dominating somebody.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. You met them one way, but now you're trying to break them down and build them up to what you want them to be.
Or
and
break them down
like
to what you want them to
period.
be. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
I'm listening. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's almost like sometimes the faux feminine is almost like set out to break a man. And I just feel like, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know how to say it, but men are not like overly complicated. I don't think, in my opinion, you know, I have uncles, brothers, and they're not, you know, they're not real like overly complicated. And I feel like the faux feminine, they can run game for a very long time, because sometimes with men, when they find somebody and they fall for them, that's who they want. That's who they like. That's who's up on the pedestal. That's who they adore. And so they can be blind to it for a long time.
Wait,
you know?
stay right there.
Can isolate.
Don't leave. Stay right there. Nzinga is on complete fire. We're being educated tonight. Faux feminine is a thing, man. When we come forward, the voice of Ree's going to keep cooking.